Lip gloss on my lips when I dips the whip. Some kinda like a player. Lip gloss on my lips when I dips the whip. I got a little something for you haters.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Cherish. Cherish, A. Cherish, A. Ain't no stopping when you poppin'. And I'm back with another video. So today I'm just gonna talk about my labor and delivery. Your girl was missing in action. I was pregnant, whole 9 months. But before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So like I was saying, I stopped doing YouTube. It was an unexpected pregnancy. Me and my husband had got back together, and then we had a baby. Yeah, unexpected. My daughter is 5 and my son is 8. So we started all the way over. But anyway, I found out. You hear him? He woke up. Hold that thought. Okay, so I found out maybe like January? No, probably December. December is when I found out. And I was like, something ain't right. Like, I get like 7 to 14 day periods. So I didn't get one. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So, yeah, I went to the 99-cent store. And first I called my friend and I'm like, girl, I didn't get my period. And I thought hers threw mine off. So I'm like, did you get yours? She was like, yeah, I got mine. And I'm like, I didn't get mine. She was like, bitch. She was like, take me to the store with you. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I went to the 99-cent store and 2 of them said, you're pregnant. And I'm like, I'm too old to be pregnant. Like, that don't make no sense. Anyway, so after I found out, I called her and I'm like, I'm pregnant. Then I'm like, damn, I don't know if I want to keep it or what I'm gonna do. So I waited to tell my husband. I'm like, should I just go? Anyways, I told him, and he was like, oh, what? Really? Is it mine? I'm like, really? He gonna say that? He said that with my daughter too. So anyways, he said that, and whatever. After that, I went to all my doctor's appointments. I had to find a doctor, and I had just moved to Vegas, so I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing about Vegas. So I found this doctor, and I was kind of skeptical because he was my first white doctor. No offense to anybody, but I never had a white doctor before. I always had a black doctor or, So anyways, he was a asshole. Had a bad experience with him. Would not recommend him at all. He has no sympathy and he does not care. Like, he's like right next to me. He was asleep. He takes these little cat naps. It's so annoying because I don't have time to do anything. So he's actually still asleep. I think he had to fart or something. I don't know. He spit his pacifier out. Anyways, yeah, I found a doctor. I did all the prenatal. I couldn't do a VBAC because this is my 3rd C-section. So there was no, VBAC. You're just going to have to do C-section. So he scheduled me. My original due date was August 31st. And he scheduled me August 24th. I literally danced the whole pregnancy. I was very active this time. It was the best pregnancy I've ever had. Like, I didn't even want to get pregnant because I had bad pregnancies. But this one was really, really good. Yeah, so I'm going to show y'all some clips. Yay! Hospital Chronicles. bags.
You're gonna cut above the yellow plant, so like right here. Get a little higher. There you go. Perfect. You got it.
I got you.
Almost. Oh,
This is fun.
you're doing great. Sometimes it's scissors too. Almost.
No wonder I'm a truck driver.
There you go.
I take a picture, Dad. Say hi.
You get down there.
Joe, where your mama at? That's what I'm waiting
This is gonna be her room.
for. Yeah. Joe, say what's up to the people. Joe. Got the little homie here. Feel me?
12.
She definitely like 12. That's not, man, don't be looking at my wife's titties. That's Mom's over there. That's Mom's over there. Look up, Martin. Say cheese. She said open eyes, little boy.
Like, I wouldn't open mine either.
Is she over there eating chicken Alfredo? There we go.
Got me looking like this. I thought I did.
That's fired up. That's fired up.
Looks like one of them damn. Right.
Hey Jojo, what's your man? Hey Jojo.
I couldn't show y'all like all the stuff from the delivery because they only let me take pictures of the baby when he got out. You know, I was on the table and I could feel them tugging and pulling and I'm like, something ain't right. He's like, you have a lot of scar tissue. I'm like, well, that's to be expected. They told me not to have any more kids after the second one. So they went through on the same cut. But yeah, he was pulling and tugging and pulling. Oh, I felt everything. And it wasn't like a painful thing. It was just like discomfort. Like, what is this? Because I couldn't feel nothing. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I could feel, but I couldn't feel nothing. Like, it was just like really uncomfortable. And then I started panicking. And I had a creepy anesthesiologist. He was behind me like, it's okay. Breathing on my neck and stuff. I'm like, oh God. So anyways, it took them a while to get the baby out. He was 8 pounds, 6 ounces. He was a big baby. So with all the scar tissue and everything, they still had a hard time taking him out. And I could feel him like pushing on my stomach and pulling. When the baby came out, his leg was all the way up here. And my husband was like, what the fuck? And I looked over and I'm still on the table with my arms out like, I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. And I found out that his leg was like, I'm glad he didn't tell me because I would have panicked. Like, anyways, so yeah, I was scheduled for 5:30. They was about to starve me all the way until 5:30 p.m. And I'm like, can I get an earlier time? And he was like, no. He really, oh my God, he did not. I had the worst doctor. He did not care. He would cancel my appointments, be like, oh, I had an emergency C-section. I'm like, why are you doing so many C-sections? Like, are you the only C-section doctor out here? Like, if, you know, I don't know about Vegas, Las Vegas, whatever. I don't know about this place. I'm a Cali girl. But anyways, he was like, nah, I can't give you another appointment. They're all booked. Then he calls me the next day. He's like, well, if you want to do 10, we can do 10:30. I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. So we did 10:30. I got there at 7 because I was ready. I got there at 7, and then the lady was like, your appointment's not till 8:30. I'm like, what? I thought it was at 10. I mean, I thought it was at 10, but I just wanted to be there early. They said 3 hours earlier, I guess. So when I got there, I was kind of nervous, but my husband was there. He was ready. He did take a long time to get in the car, and you know, I like to be on time, and he was like right on the nose of the time. I'm like, I gotta do paperwork. Like, I was all sad. Anyways, we made it on time, and he was sleepy because he was up playing a game. So we made it on time. They put me in one room, and then when I was chilling in there. When I went to go get the C-section, I went into the surgery room, and then after that, I went into a postpartum room. I didn't know that they had a different room, but I had to go to 3 different places. Everything was cool. I was happy, excited, until I got these nurses. Like, they did not listen to me. I kept telling them, okay, my good arm is over here. Do not do the right arm because it doesn't work. I've been doing blood draws, donating blood since I was 17 years old. Like, no, right? They didn't listen. I had 4 nurses. My arms were so bruised up because they kept poking. I had 4 different nurses. By the time the 4th one came, I said, you guys are not listening. I didn't try to be the black crazy person, you know. I tried to be real calm, and I tried to, you know, be generous. No. At that point, I was like, okay, you're not listening to me, and you're hurting me. My left arm is the one. So she went to the left arm, and she got it on her first try. After 4 people poked me and bruised me up. They kept telling me, like, oh, we're just going to use this arm because you have an IV. When they put it in my hand, they had put it in my hand. And then when I put it in my hand, I kept telling them, like, this is the good vein right here. Just use this one. They're like, well, you already got an IV in your hand, so we don't want to use that to draw blood. So basically, those nurses, they were horrible. The hospital itself, the food, it was good. And I don't really like hospital food because they don't have no seasoning, but it was pretty. It's pretty good. I didn't have no diet, no nothing, so I got whatever I wanted. I was mad about the ice chips because I was hungry. And they're like, oh, you can only have ice chips. The pain this time was horrible. Like, oh my God. I am 1 month in and I'm still bleeding. I guess that scar tissue was like serious. He's over there farting. Okay, my son's over there farting, sleeping. All he do is eat, shit, fart, cry. But yeah, so it was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. But when I got home, I had to keep going. So I had to fight through the pain. But when I was in the hospital, I'm like, at first I couldn't feel my legs when they got me from the table. Like, I'm like, okay, when am I gonna start feeling my legs? And then they're like, well, we can't take the catheter out. Oh, gosh. we can't take the catheter out until you pee. Huh? I didn't get it. So I had to go to the bathroom and try to pee. But it was just blood the first time. The second time, it was actual pee. And they was like, yeah, we're not going to put the catheter back in. They're like, we're not going to put the catheter back in. I'm like, okay, cool. I lied about the bowel movements. It took me almost a week to use the bathroom at home. Oh my God. But yeah, I told them I had a bowel movement so I could go home. I stayed in there 3 days at the most. Yeah, 3 days at the most. No, I went in on Wednesday and got out on Friday morning. Other than that, it was a good experience. My son, he came out good. They started working on his legs, and the leg that was weird, it started going back to normal. So I have an appointment with the orthopedic for his leg. He ended up getting his circumcision. They don't do it in the hospital anymore. So I had to do like a week out, and it was free. In California, I paid $200, but out here the insurance covered it. I don't know why, but it did. So he got that little surgery. His leg is fixed now. I'll show you some pictures of how his leg was. But yeah, other than that, when my husband saw him, he was all excited. Super excited. We do be fighting over him. I'm not gonna lie. He be wanting to have his time, and you know, the mama bear kicks in, and I'm like, give me my baby. Like, my baby needs to be breastfed. He crying. You're not holding him right. You're not listening to me. I'm trying to tell you how to hold the baby. You're not listening. You want to hold him your way. You want to sit there and be all aggressive, like patting him all hard. He's a baby. You gotta be gentle, you know. So like we have our little issues with that clashing, and he's been listening now. So we good. But back to the hospital. It has good food. Wasn't there too long. They kept taking my blood to see if I needed a blood transfusion because I lost so much blood. But your girl came through. They did not give me no pain medicine for a C-section. They gave me Tylenol, Motrin, and they just kept giving it to me, and I'm like, shit ain't working. Like, when I have my son, Norcos, Vicodins, like, they gave me the good stuff, okay? My daughter, they gave me Norcos. This baby, Tylenol, Motrin. And this was the worst pain. Like, this was the worst. Other than that, I didn't do the pictures this time. This baby did not get any pictures. But I did take some cute ones. Look, right here. Took some cute ones. Myself. The lady, she said $600. The cheapest was $200. And I'm like, girl, I can take my own pictures. I got an iPhone. So yeah, it's my labor and delivery. So when I got home, my stairs, oh my Lord, I was not prepared for that. The stairs, just trying to walk up the stairs, oh my God. And you know, I was so grateful. I had my mom and my other mom.
Miles over there.
She was here
Miles
too.
over there. Look up, Martin. Say
Help
cheese.
them because my kids, they have to go to school, and my husband, he was there with me. My mom, unfortunately, she left early, but my other mom, she was there, and she helped a lot. Like, she had a little schedule. She had some food. Like, my meals prepped. That was the best. Because sometimes I forget to eat. Like, I just be tending to him. I don't even know how I be making milk because I be forgetting to eat, drink. Anyways, I have the best help. Grateful for that. Anything else? In the midst of all this, I found out my daughter had asthma. So I had to give her medicine and remember to give her medicine, remember to feed him, remember to feed myself. It was a lot. It was a lot. I still do her little breathing machine every morning. But yeah. Other than that, I got me a little routine going on. So, like, I'm good now. But at first, I was going through this postpartum. I'm crying, like, oh my God. I didn't feel a connection with the baby. I'm like, just have a baby. Yay. Great. It was sad. Like, I'm still getting over it. Because I found myself crying sometimes. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I crying for? It's a lack of sleep. I don't get a lot of sleep. Whenever he go to sleep, I try to go to sleep. And since he hit 1 month, he just, I don't know, been taking these cat naps. He not sleeping as much as he did. And I'm like, yo, I need to do stuff. I need to move around. So, but yeah, hospital visit, it was whatever. Recommend that hospital? I don't know. You know, that was my first experience with Vegas, so I don't really know if anything is better than this place. It's called Centennial Hills. Other than that, I'm making as much milk as I can and trying, and other than that, that's it. I missed y'all, but I just couldn't bring myself to make no videos because I was like going through that pregnancy stuff, and sometimes I was depressed and didn't want to do shit. But it's been real, y'all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Lip gloss on my lips when I dips the whip. Some kinda like a player. Lip gloss on my lips when I dips the whip. I got a little something for you haters.